2.1 linear and quadratic functions and modeling. So you should have already had your notes done.
C.
So we are going straight to examples.
C. Yeah, what?
Determine which are polynomial functions. For those that are, state the degree and leading coefficient. For those that are not, explain why not. So, number 2. F of x equals -9 plus 2x.
What were the instructions? Sorry.
Determine which are polynomial functions. For those that are, state the degree and leading coefficient. For those that are not, explain why not.
I think I have a black pen.
So, is this polynomial?
It. Yes, it is.
Okay, then what is the degree and leading coefficient?
The degree is 1, and leading coefficient is 9. Is it? -9. Oh yeah, that's right.
Leading coefficient always comes before the highest powered variable. Number 4, f of x equals 13. Is this polynomial?
Wait a minute. It is not. No.
Wait.
I say no.
Okay, if so, why? And if not, why not?
Because I don't see it in any of the forms.
Well, it
I
is-
think yes.
It is a
It is
form.
kind of
a
It's
constant
zero
function.
function,
Zero.
but the degree is undefined.
Oh, I didn't see that. I say
Oh.
yes now. I think it is.
I don't know.
Right? Because
Is it constant?
I didn't even see that.
Yes, it's a constant function, so what's the degree?
It
It's right under
is
0.
0.
Degree 0, leading coefficient.
Oh,
I was like,
okay, so if
13.
it's actually 0.
I was like, I don't think it's 0.
The only reason I thought it was 0 is because I was like, oh, there's a number, and then there's just a number. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what my brain did.
It's okay, guys. We got it. Next one.
My brain does things.
6. I'm going to modify this problem a little bit. K of x equals...
But f of x, and now it's a different variable.
It doesn't matter.
It does not
You can
matter.
leave it as f of x.
Just
It can be your modification to the problem.
my modification.
4x minus 5x to the negative 2.
It's not a function. It's a lie.
It looks
Yeah.
weird.
It's not a
I'm just gonna
function.
Wait.
No, it is not.
Why not, if not?
Because it
Is
doesn't
it
have
exponent?
it doesn't have the plus c or whatever.
Can polynomials?
I don't know.
That does not matter.
Never mind. Wait.
Oh, so it.
Then it has a negative exponent.
Yeah.
That's why.
It's the fact that it is a negative exponent, so not polynomial. Okay, because of this negative exponent.
That's okay.
So for something to be not polynomial, it either has a negative exponent or it has a radical or fraction exponent.
So exponent looks funky.
But
Otherwise, it is a polynomial.
Oh.
The leading coefficient is always the number in front of the highest powered variable. So if this, let's say, had been what the problem was actually stated to be, which was 4x minus 5x squared, what would the leading coefficient be?
Negative 5.
-5.
-5, because that's in front of the highest powered variable. All right, the next one's write an equation for the linear function f satisfying the given conditions.
You said the instructions were write the linear equation?
Write an equation for the linear function f satisfying the given conditions. So number 8, f of negative 3 equals 5 and f of 6 equals negative 2. So I need to write an equation of a line. Does it look like I can do that right now?
No.
No. But I can. Because f of x, or f of whatever it is equal to y. So I now have a point, negative 3 and 5, and the other point, 6 and negative 2. What?
Can you do like slope with that?
Yep.
Think slow.
So now I'm going to find slope. So what is, or how would I find slope?
Oh, I forget.
Y2
5 plus 2.
Y2
Yes.
minus Y1. Sorry.
As long as you do the same one for both, it doesn't matter.
Okay, and then
6 plus
negative
3.
3 minus 6.
Oh, yeah. That's what I meant.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
So 7 over negative 9. So then I need what form of a line? Or like what form do I need it in?
Standard. Vertex.
No. Like what? All right, look, I have a point and a slope.
Point slope form.
Okay, yes, a point slope form, which just as a refresher is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So it doesn't matter which point I pick, so I'm going to pick the first one. Y minus 5 equals negative 7 over 9 times x minus negative 3, so plus 3. So then y equals negative 7/9 x minus 7 over 3 plus 5, which over 3 would be 15. And then y equals negative 7 over 9x plus 8 over 3.
I would never want to write.
All right. I'm gonna have y'all try this one on your own first, and then we'll go over it. F of negative 4 equals 0, and f of 0 equals 2. So try that one on your own first. Alright, we have an answer. What do we get?
Someone else say it.
Y equals negative 1/2 x plus 2.
Negative. I got positive 1/2.
Okay, positive 1/2.
I was like, oh gosh, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
It's okay, Nathan.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Just, going the opposite direction.
Yeah,
But
that's basically.
not this way, but this way. Minor
She's
details.
basically right. She's close.
Alright, any questions about those?
Yeah, where did I go?
Well, if you got negative, my guess is your initial slope was wrong.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, for my slope, I got negative 1/2.
And you didn't get -2?
I did. I got plus 2. I don't know what you said. I don't know what.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah, I got. Yeah, the only thing that was wrong was my slope.
It's okay.
It's okay. I knew the right answer.
It's alright. The number was right, that's what matters, right?
Josh movement.
Such a Josh.
Alright, describe how to transform the graph of f of x equals x squared into the graph of the given function. It says to sketch, but we're not doing that, so.
Okay, I don't want to skip the graph.
20. H of x equals 1/4 x squared minus 1. So what's happening to this graph?
Ooh, it's going.
It's going.
It's going.
Gone.
Negative.
It is.
What's a parabola? Right.
Yeah, it's open. It's
Down.
opened
I
up.
thought you said what's up.
Open.
No.
I thought you were-
I'm
It
open
opens up
yeah.
because it's positive.
It's
And then
I was
negative
thinking
one.
about
Yeah, but how am I transforming it? Like, is it going left,
Oh.
right, up, down,
Down.
compressed, stretch,
Going
reflected?
down. It's going down 1.
Down one.
Down.
It
Yeah,
is
that's
going
what I
down
meant.
one, but it does open up.
It does open up though. Yeah.
And then it's going.
Are we compressed or stretched?
It's compressed.
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 Oh.
Because it's less than
But it's not going
One,
up.
not zero.
It's not going left or right.
Do we
That
need
was
to,
it. That was
like,
it.
it?
That
Do we
was
need to
it.
say which way it opens?
How do you know?
No,
which
because
way
we just want to know how it differs
Depends
from
on
x
fact.
squared.
I mean, it's positive.
And x squared already opens up.
Like, where?
Yeah, open is positive, negative is down. Or down, yeah, opens down.
I'm so confused. Y'all.
What do you mean you're confused?
Alright, how about
You said-
22?
You just said
Um,
open was positive and
up
open was
to.
down.
No, it goes
Up to.
down one.
Don't be like that.
I'm not being like that. I'm just saying.
Stretched.
And reflected.
Stretch. Yeah.
Reflected.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Good job. Good job, Josh.
Alright, the next one's find the vertex, well, I cannot talk, and axis of the graph of the function. They're like tongue twister instructions. Okay.
I hate them. When you can easily like sum up the instructions in like 3 words, but they're like.
Find the vertex and axis of symmetry. That's what I want you to do.
Exactly, right? Like.
24. I know. So I was doing something and I was trying to write the instructions for a quiz I'm giving in Algebra 1. And when I like explain to them what we're doing, I always give them like the short version. But typically when I'm like writing a test or a quiz, I'm copying it exactly as it's written in the book. But I was looking at it and I was like, these instructions sound so confusing
Thou
for
shalt
use the distributive property.
Thou shalt move the numbers to
in the corrected
I'm like-
order that if you
Distribute.
move it.
Alright, g of x equals negative 3 times x plus 2 squared minus 1.
I also wish we were distributing. I think.
I wish we were doing elimination. I actually
Yeah, I
like
think I'd be so much
elimination.
happier.
I don't like substitution. That's disgusting.
That's what I'm doing in Algebra 2 right now.
Spicy.
Alright, vertex form.
Oh, I was about to write I know the transformation.
Vertex form, just as a refresher, is that f of x is equal to a times x minus h squared plus k. So if the signs do not match, we have to change their sign. Okay?
Okay, so they have to match. Oh, I remember this.
And then the axis of symmetry in vertex form is just x equals h.
Okay.
Again, needing to be in this form. The vertex itself is hk. So again, if the signs don't match, we need to change them. Okay. So,
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
what is my vertex then?
There's different ways to see
What is this sign supposed to be?
Negative.
it.
Negative.
Yeah,
So if it's not, then if it's not that, then what do my x coordinate going to be?
2, negative 2.
Okay, it needs to be the opposite sign of whatever it has, so it needs to be negative.
You overcomplicated it.
And then this sign is supposed to be what?
Positive.
Positive.
So it's 1.
I think Josh definitely knew that.
It's the wrong sign, so that means it needs to be what?
1. Positive.
Positive 1.
Negative. It's got to be the opposite sign. Like, if this needs to be positive, then what number made this negative?
Negative 1.
Negative 1.
Hold up.
It has to be written. It has to be written in this form.
Right.
Yeah.
It was not. So the number had to have the opposite sign of what it should have been. It should have been positive, but it was negative.
So why for the 2?
So why- yeah, why for-
it's the
Because
2.
it should have been negative. A negative times a negative is a positive.
Correct.
Sure.
Let's just do another.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, we're not done. The axis of symmetry is what?
The math isn't mathing.
Is negative 2.
Is
Yes.
Got that down.
So bad.
It seems so simple to understand, but my brain won't comprehend it.
No, yeah, it's not.
All right, 26. G of x equals 2 times x minus the square root of 3 squared plus 4.
It's not a polynomial.
Good job. Wait,
What?
Wait, it is.
No, it
It
is.
is a polynomial.
Dang
No.
it.
It's in the exponent.
That is not at all what we're doing in this part.
I know, but it's just when it gets so.
I want the axis of symmetry in the vertex.
so vertex is negative root 3.
It's
Because it's supposed to be negative. So then you negative.
If the sign is what it's supposed to be, then we just copy down the number.
Okay, root 3.
So this is supposed to be negative, and it is, so it's root 3.
oh, you don't
Root
copy
3,
down the
4.
negative.
4.
So if it's
No,
right, it's
just the number.
Negative 3.
Wait, I
What?
think I'm understanding.
Root 3, 4.
Yes.
Goodness.
Yeah.
If the signs are right, you just copy down the number, not with the signs.
Okay.
If they're wrong, you have to say what would make it so it is right. Plug it back in, and what's going to make it right.
because if
Mhm.
then the two.
What you plug back in.
Like plugging in a negative 2 would have made this minus a negative, which made it positive, which is
and
what
then
you started
plugging in
with.
a negative 1 would have made that positive. Oh,
Yes.
got it.
Axis of symmetry,
I was real confused
Is
for a hot
root
minute.
3.
x equals root 3. Axis of symmetry is a line, that's why it's got to be x equals.
Or else it's wrong.
That's correct. All right. Find the vertex and axis of symmetry, blah, 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 blah. Rewrite the equation in the function. What? Rewrite the equation for the function in vertex form. Okay. 32. H of x equals negative 2x squared minus 7x minus 4. So, if we are not given it in vertex form and we need to find our vertex,
We need to change it to vertex form.
well, we can't do that yet.
Oh.
I need to find each piece of my vertex individually.
Oh.
Okay, so to do that, we use h is equal to minus b over 2a. Okay, you should have that formula in your notes.
Probably somewhere.
And k is equal to c minus ah squared. Then if a is greater than 0, it opens up. A is less than 0, it opens down. You know, all that fun stuff. So, h is equal to minus b, so minus negative 7, so that's going to be plus 7, over 2 times a is negative 2.
H equals 7 over 4.
Negative 7 over 4. So that's h. K is c, which is negative 4, minus a, which is negative 2, times h squared, so negative 7 over 4 squared. So negative 4 plus 2 times 49 over 16. So that's going to be 49 over 8 when we cancel the 2. Negative. Oops. 32 over 8 plus 49 over 8 equals 17 over 8. So my vertex is negative 7 over 4 and 17 over 8. Okay, more just for reference. It didn't necessarily, well, I guess does it ask us for that? Yeah, it does. It does ask us for the axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry would be where?
-7 over 4.
X equals negative 7 over 4. And then in vertex form, we had written up here is A, and then if it's opens down, okay, so if that was given to us in the original problem, then it was negative, it opens down, we need to put the negative with it. A times x minus h squared plus k. So in vertex form, f of x equals, A was negative, so we copy down the negative 2, parentheses, x minus h, okay? So it's got to be minus,
It's negative 7.
So it is minus.
but we just would copy down the number.
So it's
So-
just 7 over 4.
Yes. So it's x plus 7 over 4 squared. Then plus k. This is positive, so we just copy it down. So this is all the stuff that it asked us for.
And can I go to the restroom?
Yes. All right, the last ones are just kind of getting you ready for if you take stats. Describe the strength and direction of the linear correlation. So 46, it's got a graph that has,
I like drawing this in one of the notes.
dots on it like this, and I want to know what kind of correlation it has.
Strong negative.
Yep,
That's what I was supposed to say.
strong negative. $48.
Give me a second. I got this one. I got this one. I got this one. I can do this one. Little or no correlation.
No correlation. All right, so your problems then are
One second.
1 through 9, every other odd. 19 through 31, every other odd. 45, 47, and did we do a problem back when we were doing scatter plots of like plugging this stuff in and finding the correlation coefficient? Finding the equation of the line? Did we do that?
I think we did that. I don't.
Okay, I want you to try 49 and then we'll go over it if you don't remember how to do it. But you can do it all on your calculator.
Yeah, I know that. I think I just.
Um,
I think I wrote down my steps.
I just, for 49, I want the scatter plot. So you can just, again, it just can be a rough one. Scatter plot and the linear regression line.
Oh, is that the one where you put? Wait, no. Is that the one you put quad reg?
Well, you're going to use lin reg because we're doing because it'll be a line,
What was
but yes.
Quad reg? Where did I do quad reg? Oh, that was for.
Quad reg was for something else.
Yeah.
Oh, did we just do like the scatter thingies and say what correlation it was?
Yeah.
Just those two.
It's just that.
Okay.
Based on the picture.
All right.
They didn't